Hello guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to Skybeast, a 2-second episode guys, and a quick recap. If you remember, well, we done a few things already, so let me check the quest line so you can actually see where we are at. We did all this good stuff following this quest line. We did as well the campfire, which now we are going to start doing some bricks. But before doing the bricks, of course, what we need is the linking tool. Now, to create the linking tool, and as you can see, we are going to need a wooden tool handles, we are going to need the stakes, but we are going to need blue dye, which we don't have. But we have 3 floral fertilizers, and what that means, well, hopefully we are going to get a blue flower. I was expecting a blue flower. Oh, there you have it. Well, that definitely is going to help a lot, my friend, because with that now we can actually, yeah, there you have it. We are going to be able to make a blue dye, hopefully. My goodness, something else I want to mention at this point as well is the following, is that if I right click on my chest, you can see nothing happens. You cannot see the interface or the UI of the chest, but if I go to my crafting station, I get my chest in here, and that is because they are linked together. So keep that in mind as well. Should I open it and then you think, oh my goodness, it's not working, but well, it may be a bug, not too sure about it, but certainly is working in this side. So with that in mind, well, we need to do some blue dye, guys, and that is the next thing that we need to obviously make. And as you can see, we have 2 of these petals. Thank you very much. We're going to create those as well. My goodness, and finally we got what we needed. So we have plenty of petals to create different types of dye, as you can see that we have on the chest. Of course, guys, we are going to need the pestle and mortar to create some dye. So there you have it. I'm hoping that, oh, there's going to be light blue dye. My goodness, well, it's not really the blue dye that we need. Well, that's a bit disappointed, but you know what? It is what it is. Let me grab those in here. And, well, we are going to have to do this once again with the hope, of course, that we can actually get the blue flower that we need. So with that in mind, oh, I think that that's going to be the one. Oh yes, my goodness, I think this is going to be the one that we need. Thank you very much. Yeah, I think it's certainly that is going to be it. Holy moly, guys, this modpack can be quite complicated actually. Oh no, that's not the way it goes. There you have it. Now hoping that we are going to get the blue dye that we need. Thank you very much. And with that, well, may as well just create the rest as well. We have plenty of that in here. Let's get that in there. And certainly this, my friends, is going to go. Oh, what happened here? Oh, there you have it. I'm going to pass all those in here as well. I think that we have 6 of those. There you have it. That's the way we do it, guys. So, well, we have plenty now of mystical flowers, which we can replant as well. I'm going to leave that ones in there as well. Get that pestle and mortar back again. And now, my friend, I think it's time to get and check the quest line, because this is what it is. We are going to need, of course, the linking tool, and as I said, we need wooden tool handles, which we can actually create on the tinkers, and it's going to be tool handles. We are going to need 1 in there, and what else we are going to need? Oh my goodness, we are going to need more of those patterns. So let's create some more patterns, guys. And with that, well, let's create 3 more. I think it's going to be more than enough for a second. My goodness, nighttime is coming as well. We are going to need a second one, as you can see. Now we have 2 of those as well. And we are going to revisit a second the book, of course, to create the linking tool. We are going to need a blue dye, of course, and a stick. So that is the way it's going to go. And with that, my friends, well, we need to put 1 in there, 1 in there. I believe it is 1 in there and 1 in there. And then the blue dye goes on the top to create the linking tool. And this, my friends, changed the game completely. I'm going to get that blue dye there to make sure it's safe. Let's go sleep, guys, and we carry on in the morning. Okay, guys, so there you have it. That is the collector crystal. But before doing anything else, guys, I think that we are going to do something else. Because I'm going to take this torch as well, I think. And that is because I think it's time to create a new campfire. And it is because, frankly, that is the only way that we have to smelt stuff around here for a second. And it's going to be important because I think that what we need to achieve in a second, and I think this is way too close to here. So what's going to happen is once I start cooking things or smelting them, it's going to spew them out and probably are going to fall down there. So we are going to have to be very aware of that. So I'm going to put in this side in here, and let me show you very quickly what I mean with that, because now that we have a campfire, we can start making bricks. Mainly because we have the linking tool, and I explained that how it works in a second. But to do this, look at that. we are going to have to smelt them. It's going to wait 20 seconds to actually with clay balls, which we are going to get as well in a second. But 20 seconds is going to be a long time. So 2 of those cooking at the same time. In addition, of course, to all the glass that we are going to need to get all these tempered glass jars to create water. Yeah, it's going to be, very slow until we have something a bit more reliable. But one thing that we need to do, of course, is to, oh my goodness, I went for it, is to ensure that we have plenty of space to work in here. That is something that we really have to be careful. And as you can see, well, we need to carry on ensuring that the platform is big enough to be able to work already, because you can see it's getting very, very small. So I'm going to get this side as well done very quickly, with the hope that I'm not going to fall. And if that happens, my friends, well, that will be the end of the series. But you know what? It is what it is. What can I say at this point? Okay, let me just get those very quickly in there. Obviously, we don't want that one in here. My goodness, guys. My goodness. Things happen. And things happen, well, as you can see, very quickly. And this mod pack, by the way, just has so many things that you can actually do. But you can see that, well, we need more space and more space every single time as we developing within the quest line as well. So I'm going to ensure that we have more space in here as well. And once we can actually do cobblestone and dirt and all that good stuff, then we are going to be able to actually, well, change the looks of these things and make some farms and all that good stuff that this mod pack has to offer. So that's a tiny bit better. I mean, I could do a bit more in here, by the way, because this is going to be way too close in there. You know what? I think it's time to get cracking this side as well. Oh, there. And in the meantime, guys, well, what can I say? Please like, comment, and subscribe. That would be great if you could support the channel. My goodness, that would be super great. We have nearly 3,000 subscribers going on. Well, we must be doing something fairly okay, I think. Don't you think so? Okay, so let's place the last one. And with that, my friends, I think it's time now, to get out of the fire, of course, because otherwise you are going to get burned. What can I say? All right, so linking tool. So collect a crystal. You can see it can't be break, by the way. So you try to break it, it's not going to happen. And this is from Astral Sorcery. So right click on it. And then what we're going to do, get a lock. We are going to place it right here. And then we're going to get the linking tool and right click on there, or shift right click, or stop linking. What do you mean stop linking? Okay, so let's do that again. Select collector, right click into that, and there you have it. Now we have a conversion from a oak log to sand. How cool is that, my friends? I mean, you wasn't expecting that, weren't you? You wasn't expecting, say the truth. So now we have that again, and we'll change again very quickly. And as you can see, well, we can actually collect sand. Well, harsh content. Look at this. Isn't it gorgeous? Well, there you have it. And the same is going to happen with clay. To do clay, what we're going to need is bone blocks, which we are going to make. My goodness, things are happening, as you can see. How cool is that? I think that it's just so cool. It's just so cool. I love this mod pack. I think that they did a really, really good job on that. Let me grab about 6 or 7 of those. I think it's going to be enough. And those, of course, are going to... Oh my goodness. That was an I didn't mean that, my friends. I did not mean that. Okay, let's go get that very quickly in there. We're going to get 4 in there. And 4 in there, we can actually get some glass going. My God. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's check the quest line a second. And as you can see, holy moly, we have done that. We now have sand as well, which actually we can actually make glass, which is going to be pretty cool. You can actually see here the pattern goes up there. We're going to make some glass pane. And with the glass pane, we are going to be able to temper glass, which is what we are going to need. We are going to start creating all these different jars. Oh my goodness, guys. And what is next? Well, we are going to need clay. And to get clay, we are going to need bone. And you know what we're going to need? Bone meal. And we are going to need quite a few of those things, guys. So, look at this. Look at this. My goodness. And one thing that the reason is happening that I keep standing on the fire, because we don't have much room to actually work. So we need to expand that way if we can very, very soon as well. Okay, so what we're saying, we need, as you can see, we are going to need more of this. So let me make a few of these and I will be with you just in a second. Okay, guys, so we are back. And of course, one thing that we need to realize is that to create a bone meal with oak leaves, well, it's going to take a lot for planting trees and harvesting them and taking all the things. But mainly, one thing that we need to be aware is that the wooden camera has a durability of 60 and it goes very, very quickly. You know that. But in the meantime, now we have some glass panes as well. And you know what? May as well start cooking them as well in a second, because we are going to need quite a few of those. Not too sure how many we are going to need yet, but we're going to need some of those. So going back to the bone meal, well, it will be a pain to actually trying to get all these oak leaves constantly and make a bone meal out of it. So one thing that we can do is going to be more beneficial, I think. We are going to bone meal in here. And hopefully we are going to be able to grab some seeds from here. My goodness, what do we have? Oh, now we have more of these things. We are going to need some seeds. And that is going to be important because we can actually plant the seeds and then we can actually harvest them, hopefully. And well, that is a way of doing this. So I'm going to ultimate. Oh my goodness. And yeah, well, not too much lag. So you are going to have to keep going on this thing because it's not as easy as it looks or as it sounds. So there you have it. Let me grab all this and hopefully we can actually get some seeds at some point, which we don't. But now we have in here, as you can see, the tempered glass, and you get to the tempered glass simply by smelting the glass pane. So now we have tempered glass. So that's the way it goes, my friends. So let's get all this out of here very quickly. Let's get those, and as you can see, spew the glass, you know, about 2 blocks. So you have to be very, very careful in here. Okay, well, we need to carry on trying, my friends. So I'm going to carry on a tiny bit more until I can get some seeds. I think that's going to be the best thing I can do this. Let me try this approach. No, nothing in there. And let me see if this one is going to work. But yeah, it can be quite difficult actually to get some seeds. But that's the only way that we can actually be able to do this. And as you can see, well, no seeds in there. Plenty of grass for whatever reason, but we don't have any seeds. So I'm going to carry on trying until we get some seeds. Okay, guys, as you can see already, we have some seeds. That's going to be super critical, of course, because that is what we're going to need. And what I'm going to do, well, first thing that we need to do, as you can see, that's why I said earlier on that it just takes so little to the wooden camera, and so is the wooden hand axe to break very, very easily, very, very quickly. So with that in mind, let's see if we can actually make a tiny bit of a dealing here with the wheat. There you have it. Hopefully we can actually ensure that well, we get things from here. I'm going to bone meal that, and as you can see, well, we have that one as well in there. My goodness, things can happen. We have 2 more seeds, so you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to utilize this area in here just for the seeds for a second. So let's do that very quickly. And one thing that you can do, I think if you run up and down, you should really, well, do it. But as you can see, what it's doing absolutely nothing. So, oh, there, you can see now how quick they grow as long as you are running. Well, let's get those back again. And now, my friends, we can actually use the wheat only to create some bread, but also it creates a much better source of bone meal. Yeah, it's going to be much quicker doing it that way. So there you have it. Now we have 6 of these wheat seeds as well. Oh my goodness. Let me check that one in there, and then we can actually plant this one in here. And with that, my friends, well, time to go running around a bit. Okay, and before carry on, guys, I think that we need to ensure that this area here is safe enough, because I am running and I don't think I'm so good at it. So in a minute, I'm going to fall down and you are going to say goodbye to the series very quickly in the second episode. I don't think that we are going to be happy with that, we? No, I don't think that we would. Let me just check that one very quickly as here as well. So we can actually, you know, take the time to do this thing, because sprinting in Minecraft in a very narrow little area where, you know, you are going to die is not a good prospect, I am afraid. So that is a tiny bit better, I think. Let me see if we have any more planks, which we have now, obviously. So let me grab some of those as well. My goodness, as you can see, well, let me place that last one in here. Wow, okay, so that is a bit different now, isn't it? Okay, so let's place someone here. Let me place those in here. And as I said, as long as you can run, let me check that one in here as well. Oh my goodness. Let me check that very quickly. I'm going to get that torch and put it in there. And anything else that I don't need for a second. But we already have 2 of these things. We have 1 more meal. So we are going to need 9 bone meals. That is what we need at this point. And we are going to create a block of bone to actually make, of course, some clay. So let's do that very quickly. Okay, guys, as you can see, we have a total of 25 bone meal, and once you have planted your seeds or whatever you actually, even the trees, I think they work very well with that, is that, you know, if you sprint close to it, look how quick this thing is going to actually grow. It's just unbelievable. So there you have it. We can actually grab those as well, because one thing that we are going to need is a bit of food. We can actually get those seeds as well. We have 17 so far in there. We can replant them, and then we can actually do a bit of running around again, as you can see, one side to the other one. And yeah, usually, look at that. Well, it just works beautifully. For whatever reason, don't understand the mechanics of it that far, but well, it is what it is. So what are we going to do in that? Well, we are going to make some bread, because we are going to need it as well, and I think it's going to be important that we do that. So there you have it. Just sprint a bit up and down. You don't have to go too far, very carefully, and certainly you are going to get those seeds growing very, very quickly. So with plenty of health and some food, now it's time, my friends, to create what is going to be a block, and that's going to be as simple as that. And with that, my friends, we are going to place that bone meal back again, and now you can see it's clay, because we have activated the collector crystal. How cool is that? My God. Okay, and how many we are going to get? We are going to get 4. Now, very quickly, you can see in here that we ask for a block of clay. So what we're going to do, and as you can see, well, we have plenty more that we can actually grab. So you know what, I'm going to grab that one as well in there. Let's convert it to clay, get the clay back, and then we are going to go to the table in here, and we are going to create a block. Now you are going to activate the quest, and of course what we're going to do with that is put it back again to create more of the clay ball back. So the quest is going to be ticked as well. So we created the block, and then we are going to take the block into the crafting grid, and we are going to make the clay ball, so you can actually tick that. My goodness! Now we are going to need a bucket and fire clay bucket, and to do that, well, it's going to be very simple. Look at that, as simple as that. So let's go do that quickly, if I can do that, because once this is done, my friends, now we are going to do is check it on the smelter. Yeah, let's call it smelter for a second. And once that is done, we are going to have a bucket that can carry water. My goodness, there you have it. It's just so complicated in a way, but it's just the mechanics are so beautiful. So let's wait for that to happen in a minute. We are going to get that bucket. We could carry on, of course, getting more meal. So we, you know, all these things that we are going to have to be able to create at some point. My goodness. That tree, you know what? I think it's time to get it down as well. So may as well do it now, because we are going to need some logs here and there and all the good stuff. Oh my goodness, look at the amount of stuff. And look at that bucket now. Ceramic bucket has now been completed. And look the amount of stuff that is raining in here. My goodness, lots of stuff. Okay, so now we have the bucket as well. Let's check very quickly how we stand. There you have it. We done all that. We could create some shears and all that stuff, not necessary, but one thing that we could do is to create animal crops. That's interesting. Chicken seeds. And what we need is, what's going to be 5, is a 3, 5 in the order, and then we can actually plant them, and we are going to get chickens. So you know what? Not too sure how that's going to go at this point, but you know what? I think that we are going to do it. Why not? So let me get to the crafting table. We are going to get into that, and we are going to get one in there and see how that goes, guys, because I have never done this one before, so not too sure how this is going to go, but certainly look very interesting. So let's make sure that this one grabs really quickly up, and with that, my friends, well, we are going to plant that in there. Not too sure what's going to happen. You know what? I'm going to leave it there. I don't even want to know what's going to happen, my friends, with that, but no, we are making a very, very nice little progress, and that is the bottom line. Okay, let's see what happens next. Okay, guys, so now that we have the seeds going and probably some animal crops going as well, let's see if that grows. Not too sure how that is going to happen. We have as well the ceramic bucket ready to get some water. We can actually have some more bread, which is a good thing. We have done some tempered glass. We have managed to activate the collector crystal. Well, I think that we are doing really well. One thing that we need to do, though, is to create some bricks. And hopefully, we are going to create a few of those for the next episode, guys, because on the next episode, well, we are going to have to make some more bricks. We are going to need the cast iron ingot in here. That's going to be a really important one to do. And as you can see on the smelter, we are going to need the bricks to create the cast iron ingots. That's going to be super important. Oh, there you have it. At least we have some in here already. Okay. And with that, we are going to put them back again. And hopefully, guys, that we can actually create those cast iron ingots in here. So with that, well, that's going to be a game changer, because then we can actually make is a cast iron tube to create a temper glass jar, because this is what we are aiming for. We are going right here, so then we can actually get some dirt. We can actually get some organic water as well. It's going to be lots of different cool stuff that we are going to do. And the next episode, first thing that we are going to do, of course, is going to get some water. I'm going to get some bread going as well. Oh, wow, wow, wow. Oh, there you have it. We got him. Oh, look, this one is spewed so far away. You know, I'm scared I'm going to fall. Oh, my goodness. I'm so scared I'm going to fall. But there you have it. Something else we are going to need, of course, to do at some point is to make sure that all these things is big enough. Okay, guys, as you can see, we have a little chicken here. Now, not too sure how that is going to go. We have 71% growth of the animal crop. I wonder, my friends, if once the chicken is fully grown, it's going to go wandering around and falling somewhere. Maybe, not too sure. One thing I want to say at this point as well, this is your first time playing this type of mod pack, and you feel a bit, restricted in terms of the movement, because, you know, I'm definitely I'm not very good at moving in very small spaces, and I keep dying should I adventure too much. One thing that you can do, of course, is make some fencing and fence all the way around, so you know for a fact that you are not going to fall. And whenever you want to expand, remove the fencing and then place it back again. That's another tip I can give you should you want to follow that as well. But you can see the chick is coming out. My goodness, this is definitely doing that. So, my friends, I think it's time to call it a day, don't you guys? So there you have it. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next daily upload. I hope you learned something from this mod pack in this episode, and if you did, well, click that button. That will be great. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.